I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss. People watch my videos, they leave comments, and perhaps all of our IQs are raised because of that, because I make these responses, such as this one. I made a video called "You Obsessing Over My Receding Hairline Seems Like Censored." What's the censored word? Well, see, you understand how it works. I make money from the ads that show up for these videos, but if I say certain words in the title, I automatically, the moment I publish the video, won't make money from it. One of those words is porn or pornography. Also COVID-19, coronavirus. There are certain words that I cannot say if I want to make money from these videos. So that's why in brackets I just put censored in all caps. But I was referring to pornography. You obsessing over my hair feels like you're treating my videos like pornography. It feels really weird that you care about my hair when I don't care about my hair and I don't care about your hair. I only care about helping people psychologically overcome the fear of hair loss more so than the people actually losing hair, because most of my viewers are not bald. A lot of my viewers never will be, but they're going to waste years of their life worrying about it. My good friend, Shyman99, he's been watching my videos for a while, and he and I are on the same level. We are on the same mature emotional level because we're actual men. He's older than me. We're actual men, so we think like men, not like boys. Here's what he said, quote, "Hello, old friend, locked away in my home and checking out what I've missed after a busy year. Even catching up on your music, which never disappoints." Thank you, by the way, because that's the thing I actually care about on this channel. But those songs will never be appreciated like these stupid hair videos are. And I accept that. Then you post this video, which is an instant classic. Yes, just as we have been preaching for so long, these dudes with hair loss obsessions are a reflection of how society has destroyed masculinity. An obsession with nonsense like hair loss is a side effect. Prior generations were drafted to war. This generation worries about how many strands of hair fall out each time they're in the shower. Pathetic. Love your analogy about being a porn star to these twinks. But tough love is sometimes just what they need, as apparently they are missing masculine men in their lives. You fill that void. Stay well, and thanks for all you do. End quote. Thank you. See, that's the thing. That was a man connecting with a man with intelligent conversation. And even minutes before I made this video, I got an email popped up on my phone, and and you better believe the cliche it was. It said something like, "Hey Nick, I'm a big fan." And then I looked at the subject of the email, hair loss question. And then I skimmed down to the bottom of the paragraph and was like, "Do you mind if I send you a photo?" "No, yes, I do mind. I do not want to see your hairline because you're a little boy and I'm a man, and I do not want to look at pictures of you because that's weird. I have no interest in helping you figure out if you go bald. I only care about helping you get through it, whether you go bald or not. Psychologically, that's the only thing I care about. Not about your hair, not about my hair, not about hair loss." But by the nature of what I do, I will continue to get those messages. So I want to really kind of focus on what Shyman had pointed out here. It's a matter of, do you just not have enough masculine role models? Is that's what's going on here? Because it sort of feels that way. And I have always been upfront that I feel like a father figure. The age matches up. Considering I turned 39 in a few weeks, in theory, I could have a son who's a teenager. My son actually is 9. But in theory, had I had him much younger than age 29 and a half, which I did, then in theory, I could have a son easily be a teenager and that check out. I'm a father figure and I recognize that. But also, and I obviously make jokes. I'm the living legend of hair loss, the true alpha male. And it's funny. It's so funny when people don't get that joke. Like, it's so obvious. It's like, that's just proof they don't get the joke. It's tongue in cheek. It's because any guy who goes around saying he's the true alpha male is obviously not. But if I'm doing it as a joke, it's funny. And the whole premise is, I want my viewers to learn how to become masculine. To become masculine means that you believe in yourself, even if others don't. So even if they really did care that you were going bald, you yourself wouldn't care. And to all the people who are not superficial, you'd actually be attractive to. Because that's the thing, a lot of my viewers, it's like they're wanting to attract superficial people that will only like them for their looks, which is really a junior high mentality. It doesn't exist in the adult world, but when you're thinking like a boy, it does. So ultimately, yeah, I love the analogy of it used to be 16-year-old boys, years ago, decades ago, were getting ready to go fight in a war. And now the war is with their identity, thinking like a girl, thinking like a man who is gay who's trying to attract another man. That's what we're doing now? No, not if you're watching my videos. Not if we're watching my videos. These are lessons on how to become masculine in your thinking, because it begins in your thinking. We know that the most attractive trait a man has, what is it? Say it with me. Confidence. Or in parentheses, at least fake confidence. That's a fact. That's what makes a man attractive. And a lot of people, actually really know people know the difference between real confidence or fake confidence. I talk about this all the time. I had a conversation with my boss about it. I've been working at my job for nearly 2 years now. And I revisited my conversation when I did the interview. And I was talking about how, and I mean, I am good at my job, but we were talking about that, and I said, my philosophy, act confident about what you're doing, even if you're not. Because sometimes people just need leadership. People need someone who's decisive. And my boss said, well, you fooled me, and I hired you, and things have worked out great. Because I appear to be confident, and confidence sells. Confidence sells. That's what I'm selling to you. Now, there are other hair loss video people on the internet. What do they want to do? They want to sell you a product. They want to make you think that there's some way to cure hair loss. And I have zero interest in curing it. I think the only cure is internal. So yes, Shy Man, I'm glad you're back, because I rarely get to have mature conversations with people about hair loss. And I've said it before, why is anybody over the age of 30 watching my videos if they're worried about hair loss? Shy Man watches for the music and just to observe men thinking like boys / girls / men who are gay when they're not actually gay. Like, that's what the think like a straight man if you're a straight boy or a straight young man. Think, because the way you think, it actually matters. The way that gay men think in attracting other men is different than how straight men think in attracting to females. And what I'm seeing, speaking of genders and speaking of talking about this loss of masculine role models, what's happening is straight young men are being conditioned to think like a gay man trying to attract other men, or he's being conditioned to think like a female trying to attract a male. Either way, are you trying to attract a male? Some of you are gay, I understand that, but some of you, a small number of you, not many of you, most of you are straight. You're attracted to females, and you're thinking like a gay man, you're thinking like a female. Either way, you're thinking like a person who's trying to attract other men. Stop it. You're straight, right? If you're straight, I'm talking to you, if you're straight, that's most of you, think like a straight man. Think like a man who's trying to attract a straight female. What do straight females like in the adult years, 18 and beyond? Hair. Women need a confident man who's going to be there for them, provide for them emotionally, psychologically, financially. A man who has vision, a man who has direction, a man who is confident, a man who's can lead. That's what they're looking for. So this silly thing about your looks mattering, thinking like a boy, thinking like a gay man, thinking like a woman. You're a straight man. Now, if I need to make a separate video for gay men, well, I already have on this channel, but there's not enough gay men watching my videos. And I've pointed that out before. There's not a lot of gay men who watch my videos, and there's not a lot of black men who watch my videos. And I think it's ultimately because, this is how I feel about it, for some reason culturally, black men are conditioned to not worry about hair. Let's face it, they look great with a bald head anyway, shaving their head. They look great. Black men by default just look great. They're very attractive looking men by default. So black men don't watch my channel. I have very few gay viewers. Instead, what do I have? I have young, straight men who think like gay men or women. And that's really why I'm here. Because I recognize you need a positive male role model who actually cares enough to help you instead of tell you what you want to hear. That's what this channel is about. And I beg you to stop watching if you're not going to accept that. That part's not going to change. That's the thing that I do. Your comments are right here.